Numbers 14. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. The letter J is about 600 years old, and Yehoshua died on the stake over 2,000 years ago for the sins of all of humanity. Yah is a very jealous El, and he doesn't even want the names of other idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. So with that, Numbers 14. Excuse me. Then all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept all night. Bunch of babies. And all the children of Israel grumbled against Moshe and against Aaron, and all the congregation said to them, "If only we had died in the land of Mitzrayim." Are you serious? Dude, no, Yah is going to just... Their camps are going to get smaller and smaller and smaller because he's just going to eat up the edges of it until they're just nothing. And all they're going to do is whine and complain and whine and complain. Or if only we had died in this wilderness. And why is Yah bringing us to this land to fall by the sword, and our wives and children should become a prey? Would it not be better for us to turn back to Mitzrayim? You're gonna go back across the giant sea that he parted for you? You're gonna go back there, are you? All right. Then Moshe and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel, and Yehoshua son of Nun and Caleb son of Yephuneh, Yephunneh, who were among those who had spied out the land, tore their garments. And they spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, "The land we passed through to spy out is an exceedingly good land. If Yah has delighted in us, then he shall bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which is flowing with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against Yah, nor fear the people of the land, for they are our bread. Their defense has turned away from them, and Yah is with us. Do not fear them." But all the congregation said to stone them with stones. Wow. Then the esteem of Yah appeared in the tent of appointment before all the children of Israel, and Yah spoke to Moshe, "How long shall I be scorned by these people, and how long shall I not be trusted by them, with all the signs which I have done in my midst?" Yeah, no kidding. "Let me strike them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and make of you a nation greater and mightier than they." And Moshe said to Yah, "Then the Mitzrites shall hear it, for by your power you brought these people up from their midst. And they shall say to the inhabitants of this land, they have heard that you, Yah, are the midst of these people, that you, Yah, are seen eye to eye, and that your cloud stands above them, and you go before them in a column of cloud by day, and in a column of fire by night. Now if you shall kill these people as one man, then the nations which have heard of your report shall speak, saying, because Yah was not able to bring this people to the land which he swore to them to give them, therefore he slew them in the wilderness." Well, that's not actually how it went, but you know. "And now I pray, let the people of Yah be great, as you have spoken, saying, Yah is patient and of great loving commitment, forgiving crookedness and transgression, but by no means leaving unpunished, visiting the crookedness of the fathers of the children to the third and fourth generation. Please forgive the crookedness of the people according to the greatness of your loving commitment, as you have forgiven this people from Mitzrayim until now." And Yah said, "I shall forgive according to your word, but truly as I live, and all the earth is filled with the esteem of Yah, For none of these men who have seen my esteem and the signs which I did in Mitzrayim and in the wilderness, and have tried me now these 10 times, and have disobeyed my voice, shall see the land of which I swore to their fathers, nor any of those who scorned me see it. Oh yeah, I would. Same thing. You actually let them live. You didn't burn anyone up. But my servant Caleb, because he was a different spirit in him and has followed me completely, I shall bring into the land where he went, and his seed shall inherit it. Since the Amaleks and the Canaanites are dwelling in the valley, turn back tomorrow and set out into the wilderness by the way of the Sea of Reeds. And Yah spoke to Moshe and to Aaron, saying, How long shall this evil congregation have this grumbling against me? I have heard the grumblings which the children of Israel have grumbled against me. Say to them, As I live, declares Yah, as you have spoken in my hearing, so I do to you. The carcass of you who have grumbled against me are going to fall in this wilderness, all of you who were registered according to your entire number, from 20 years old and above. None of you except Caleb son of Yephunim and Yehoshua son of Nun shall enter the land which I swore I would make you dwell in. But your little ones, whom you said would become a prey, I shall bring in, and they shall know the land which you have rejected. But as for you, your carcasses are going to fall in this wilderness. And your sons shall be wanderers in the wilderness 40 years, and shall bear your whorings until your carcasses are consumed in the wilderness. And according to the number of the days in which you spied out the land, 40 days, a day for a year, a day for a year, you are to bear your crookedness 40 years, and you shall know my breaking off. I am Yah, I have spoken. I shall do this to all this evil congregation who are meeting against me in this wilderness. They are consumed, and there they die. And the men whom Moshe sent to spy out the land, who returned and made all the congregation grumble against him by bringing an evil report of the land, even those men who brought the evil report about the land died by the plague before Yah. Of those men who went to spy out the land, only Yehoshua and the son of Nun, only Yehoshua the son of Nun and Caleb son of Yephunim remained alive. And when Moshe spoke these words to all the children of Israel, the people mourned greatly, and they rose up early in the morning and went up to the top of the mountain, saying, See, we have indeed sinned, but we shall go up to the place which Yah had spoken of. But Moshe said, Why do you now transgress the mouth of Yah, since it does not prosper? Do not go up, lest you be smitten by your enemies, for Yah is not in your midst, because the Amaleks and the Canaanites are there before you, and shall fall by the sword, because you have turned away from Yah. Yah is not with you, but they presume to go up to the mountain ship. But neither the ark of the covenant of Yah nor Moshe left the camp. So the Amalekites and the Canaanites who dwelt in the mountain came down and struck them and beat them down, even to Hormah. H with a dot, Ormah. So they're like, yeah, you know what? We can beat them. We can beat them. He's not coming with us. Oh, we don't need him. People like that. Arrogant. Foolish. They should have listened, and they would be alive.